Hi and welcome back to my channel. Even though it looks really sunny today, which it is, it's absolutely freezing cold. So if I sniff, I apologize. But I'm here by the Cutty Sark. It was built in 1869 and it was used to carry tea back from China. Apparently it's visited almost every major port in the world. So it's part of the Royal Museums of Greenwich. It did burn down a while ago and they had to rebuild it again. So that's the Cutty Sark, but I won't be going on board because you have to pay, it's not free. But it's very beautiful and it's perfect if you want to do a selfie. Right next to the Cutty Sark is the Greenwich Foot Tunnel. I'll be walking through the Greenwich Tunnel and that takes us under the Thames to the Isle of Dogs. I'm going to be walking along the Thames path on the Isle of Dogs, and then I'll be visiting the Colourful Bridge in Canary Wharf, and I'll also be going to the London Docklands Museum in Canary Wharf. So let's go. The Greenwich Foot Tunnel was first opened in 1902 and it says the tunnel replaced an expensive and sometimes unreliable ferry service, allowing workers living south of the Thames to reach their workplaces in the London docks and shipyards in or near the Isle of Dogs. So that's why it was built. Oh, so as you enter I see the sign. It says, sorry, the lift at the other end of this tunnel is not working. So here's the stairs and let's go down. This is my first time ever walking through this foot tunnel, which is incredible really. Built in 1902. Wow, as far as possible. It's great. We've kind of leveled up now because at first we were on a little slope, but yeah, it's quite a long tunnel. Fairly long. Wow. Oh, so here we are, getting close to the end. Oh, it looks a bit different along this bit. Oh, this is where the war damage was. Second World War bomb damage repair. Oh wow, that's what this is. Oh, lovely. So these are the lifts that you could normally take as they don't work at the moment. So for that reason, we have to walk up the stairs. That's right. I mean, it's a good space for exercise. You can walk down the stairs and get quite fit. Oh, get to the top. What was that? Yeah. You're at the top. Oh, yes. I walked the Greenwich Foot Tunnel. And here it is from the outside. A lovely looking building. So here is the foot tunnel, and then opposite you can see we're across the Thames. Unfortunately the sun is shining really bright. I don't know if you can make out the Cutty Sark over there and the dome of where I went into the foot tunnel, but that's where it is. It's just that the sun's really bright at the moment. Oh, and we're on the River Thames. We can look this way. Oh, lovely. This is where I walked across in the tunnel underneath the Thames. That's where it is, right there. And now I'm going to be walking all the way to Canary Wharf. I'm going to be walking this way all the way up to Canary Wharf, and we're going to the Museum of London, Docklands, which is up there. So that's where I'm going to be walking to. In London you have many River Thames walks that you can do, so this is just one of many. I'm starting my walk along the Thames. Look at that building over there, isn't it lovely? And the Thames is so nice and calm. It's just wonderful. Yes, I'm walking in this direction, walking up the left hand side of this peninsula. Oh, look at that, how lovely. So this is very close to where people live now, but it's still on the riverbank. Great views. Oh, it's lovely here. Look at that. This is fantastic. Oh, look at this bit here. You have to go to the left to cross over, but wow, it's a lovely walk. So we have to go in this direction. Look, a beach. It's nice. It's literally a little beach. Look at that. A pebbled beach. Okay, I keep going. There's someone standing enjoying the views from up there. They've got this little platform which is slightly elevated, so you can stand up here and enjoy the views as well. Keep going in this direction. Look at that in the distance, the O2. But at this point I have to go inwards this way and then find my way back to the River Thames again. I'm hoping I can go this way, not sure. Back to the Thames or somewhere else. Let's see where it goes. Yes, no. Yes, we're back at the Thames, okay. Yep, there we go. Back at the Thames. There's the O2 in the distance as well. I'm gonna walk along here. Oh, this is a nice space. Just taking in some of the buildings around here. It's quite nice. Look at this. Can you imagine living in there with that view? Wow. Look, you can even go up there. And look, I believe that's an Uber boat going along at great speed. Look at that building, isn't it lovely? I'm assuming it might be a pub. And look, they've got this pier as well. Not sure if it's open. No, that's not open. Yeah, anyway, I guess in the summer anyway, it's a lovely pier. Private jetty. Access for Millennium Wharf residents only. Okay. It's a private jetty, so I guess you need a key. Oh, I love these buildings. Trying to imagine myself living up there. So this is called London Yard, it says. Welcome to London Yard. Oh yeah, there's an Uber boat over there. Look at this here. Wow. Lovely. Oh, look at this. Nice. Don't know if they're for sale or just for show, but lovely. Look at that. I've never been here before. I can't believe it. Wow, it's gorgeous here. Wow, look at the O2. So I came from that direction. Wow, looks great. This is a lovely one. They've got some lovely views of the river. So I'm going to continue the walk in this direction. This is called Pierhead Lock, apparently. Wow, beautiful. Very pretty. As we get closer to Canary Wharf, we can see all the tall buildings. We just came from in there. We're gonna cross this bridge. So I'm in the heart of Canary Wharf now, and I saw these art installations. Thought I'd just come along and film them. Clearly people, who they are, no idea. Why they're here, no idea. Who did them, no idea, but fascinating either way. I'm not sure if they're based on real people. They're like 8 feet tall or something. But yeah, interesting. Not sure what this is. Some kind of stage? I'm not sure. But the floor is very soft, very nice and soft. It just goes all the way around like that. Yeah, very unusual. I imagine in the summer they must have used it for some kind of display or some kind of entertainment. But it's nice and colourful and bright, especially when it's cold and wintry. I just realised right opposite is the building I used to work in 2011 when I worked with the Olympic Games. This is where I worked. So this space outside has definitely changed. There used to be absolutely nothing here when I worked here. Yeah, brings back some nice memories. I love walking around Canary Wharf. It has this futuristic look about it. You feel like you're in the middle of a sci-fi movie. So this bridge here was originally called the Adams Plaza Bridge, but it has since been reimagined by artist Camille Walala. It's now known as the Colourful Bridge. It's really bright and vibrant, and walking through it is a really out of this world experience. It makes you feel uplifted and in a good mood, even on the dullest of days. So Camille produced this artwork for the first ever London Mural Festival, which took place in September 2020, and it is a permanent art in Canary Wharf. Apparently, what you experience walking in one direction is different to what you experience walking in the opposite direction because of the colours and the shapes and the light. And of course, it is perfectly Instagrammable. So this bridge is called North Dock Footbridge, and it takes you across the dock towards the Museum of London, Docklands. There are 3 locations where you will find the Museum of London. One is in the Barbican, this one in Canary Wharf, and in the not too distant future there will be a new one opening in West Smithfield. The Museum of London tells the story of Londoners from its first settlers to modern times. I particularly wanted to visit this museum here in the Docklands because they have exhibitions and displays of particular interest to me. So this exhibition, called London, Sugar and Slavery, is all about the trade in enslaved Africans and sugar, which was nicknamed the Triangular Trade. The reason why it was called the Triangular Trade was because slave ships travelled across the Atlantic in a triangle between Britain, West Africa and sugar plantations in the Americas. This exhibition also talks about freed Africans that lived in London, how they lived, the role they played in London, the role they played when it came to the abolition of slavery. There's also a fascinating exhibition called Feeding Black, Community, Power and Place. This exhibition explores the central role food plays in black enterprise and identity in southeast London. Yes, it was a surreal experience looking at an exhibition on the African Caribbean in London through food. And it's very modern, very up to date, and I did feel like it was talking about myself and my family. There is a wealth of information in this museum, 3 floors. What I'm showing you here is just a small snippet, but there's just lots and lots to see and to read and experience. Another area which I really liked was called Sailor Town. Sailor Town is an immersive display allowing you to explore the dark streets and alleyways of old London. I was in there alone. It was a little bit creepy, but also really nice. And I almost felt like I was in a Harry Potter movie. With these cute little windows and little doors, and some of these spaces you can go right inside and really feel like you're there. It was wonderful. So back down onto the ground floor, to the left there's a small cafe, and to the right there's a gift shop. The gift shop has all the usual, maybe slightly overpriced merchandise that you would expect from such an establishment. Including postcards with images of old London. And they also had a lovely selection of books from African Caribbean writers, as well as historical books on people like Mary Seacole, Aludo Equiano, Ignatius Sancho, and then they had books on the Windrush, as well as books on being black and British. So there was a wide selection of black African Caribbean books. You were spoilt for choice. Wow, I really enjoyed my visit to that museum. It's well worth the visit. I recommend that if you are in London, make sure you come to this museum. So thanks again for watching my vlog. Please don't forget to sign up for my top 100 free things to do in London, and I'll see you next time. Oh, it's starting to get dark, and look at the lights in Canary Wharf. Wow, gorgeous. I'm on my way to catch the DLR back home again. I'm not going to walk back. That DLR train will take me back to Lewisham.